Hello, I am coming to y'all from my cruise. This is going to be a reading for the collective for the Pisces eclipse that is today, September 7th, 2025. This is going to be for the collective that is going to be this Pisces eclipse will impact your life, okay? So if this does not take what applies and the rest let it fly, okay? So this is what I have. I have the Ten of Wands with the King of Swords. And I'm currently on the boat. I'm currently on the boat right now. So I will not hit my port till tomorrow. But I just felt inclined to be able to do this reading for y'all. There is a huge load right here. I feel like somebody wants to put an end to something. Now, this is an air sign. You could be an air sign, but you could take on the energy of air if this is not a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in your energy. There is somebody, if it's not you, somebody wants to put an end to something, okay? And they're using that sword. Like something has carried on long enough. So, I get from a distance. This person can be from a distance, okay? The intuition. Here goes Pisces right here. The intuition is kicking off strong right now. So if this is not you, this could be them, but intuition is at play. There is a Three of Swords. There's a heartache. Somebody is hurting. There's a separation. The Devil card is right here. So this is ego. This is energy, an energy like somebody is hurt. There's the devil, the ego energy, and somebody walking away. And underneath the deck is a Queen of Pentacles right here. So you could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It could be somewhere into your sun, moon, rising. Maybe your Venus. Or you could be taking on the energy of, because we are in Virgo, okay? And of course, the eclipse is Virgo, even though it's a Pisces. Now, Virgo and Pisces are, it's opposite. Pisces is the opposite of Virgo. So, definitely Pisces and Virgos are affected by this. And I believe Geminis. Maybe some air signs are affected too. Maybe a Capricorn. I see, maybe a fire could be affected. I'm going to say all signs, but mainly Pisces and Virgo. And I'm getting heavy. This person, I feel like they want to put the end to something. But the intuition is kicking in. Someone's hurting. Because someone walked away. So let me clarify these cards, okay? Okay, I am back. And I have already clarified this reading. So, this heavy burden right here. Somebody wants to put an end to something. Someone wants to come forward. And they want to give a message. They want to, they want to give some type of truth about putting in an effort. Like, I'm willing to, I don't want to say work on it, but I'm willing to not invest, but I'm willing to give my part. Here goes the King of Air, clarified with the Judgment card and the Six of Cups. This is a person from the past. A judgment has been called right here. They are trying to call a judgment, possibly. They're saying that they want to put an end to something. All right. The Three of Wands is right here. Clarify with the Four of Pentacle and the Two of Wands. They're coming from maybe a distance. They still want to hang on. They have plans. They're it could be that they want to hang on. They want to hold on to something. They have plans, okay? And it also could be somebody coming from a distance, but they're not being open to what is going on. They're kind of reserved in what... I don't like it when they hold on so tight. It could be them holding on to in a relationship or a person, or maybe something that they're holding on. They're not wanting to give so much, maybe information, maybe plans. Now, if you look at this person is looking forward. There's a wand right there. But in the past, there's a wand back here. So I kind of get the sense that someone wants to overlook something, like, you know, don't worry about it. That was the past. High Priestess. Clarify that with the King of Wands and the Empress. I believe that if this is not another person, this could be that person. There's an Empress right here, and then there's the King of Wands. You notice that they're not looking at each other, right? They're in two directions. This person, and it could be you, but there could be, you know, using the intuition on maybe, it could be them, like, we're not seeing each other eye to eye, possibly, or they're not even looking my way. You see how the Empress is not even looking his way? He's looking that way. He's still looking. He's looking at everything right here. But the Empress is not looking that way. The Three of Swords. Clarify with the Death card and the Five of Swords. Okay. There is going to be some arguments. Somebody... I don't want to say it's definitely like wands competition. Somebody wants, they're not letting it go. Like, you know, I'll go down to, I'll fight you down to the ground, but on this. But the Death card is right here. Like, no, we can't let this in. No, we can't let this in. Then you have the Devil. Clarify with the Six of Swords and the World. This chapter is over. It's over. This is done. This cycle is completed. The Eight of Cups. Clarify with the Hierophant and the Queen of Swords. So, definitely I feel like this Queen of Swords has walked away. She possibly, because you have the King right here, then it's a Queen. Somebody is walking away from a partnership, relationship, or even a marriage. I feel somebody is coming in wanting to fight for something that has already, it's already died. It's already over. Now, I could not, you know, I can't clarify on camera, but underneath the deck, we had the World card, which is Destiny. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune, I'm sorry, Destiny, the Eight of Swords, the Knight of Swords, okay? The Ten of Cups. But up underneath, that was before the Destiny, was the Nine of Swords. So definitely Destiny is at play. Somebody is wanting, when we have the Ten of Cups, they want their family, they want their happiness, they want something back. They were in their head about it and they're making their move, but I get that this energy is an energy of it's too late. After the milk has spilled, and the milk just didn't spill. The milk has been spilled. It's been there. Nobody has cleaned it up. So I have a feeling that this Empress possibly has cleaned up the milk. Or she possibly just said, you know what? It's not my mess to even clean up. And she walked away. There was a lot of toxicity right here. There was a separation. I see that, you know, there was a large burden. It was a lot. A lot. And someone will use their intuition. And as much as they didn't want to, they left. It was toxic. They hurt. It was toxic and they left. So this is the energy of this eclipse. Now, I did look up this Pisces eclipse. And if there were any, I believe any situations or relationships, mainly based karmic lessons, this is a closing out. And I believe this is the catalyst. This eclipse is, you know how the energy has to catch up to the to what's going on right now. So I believe that this energy, the deal has already been sealed. The judgment has already been called. It's just got to play out. And that's what this eclipse brings. If you were repeating cycles possibly, and you just, you know, it could be with the job, it could be with a marriage, it could be with a family member, it could be, you know, you're just repeating these karmic cycles. It is helping you. This is closing out. I believe from this point on, if this person hasn't came back to you, and it could possibly be that they aren't, that this is the energy. They might, but it's already a done deal anyway. But I feel that if you felt like you were stuck, you will be able to move. See, because remember, one person has already walked away. So I believe when this eclipse is happening, you are going to be freed up to do a lot of things. Any blockages, you will be freed up. All right. Now, for the other person that is involved, that is, you know, have the energy of wanting to save this or actually come in and want to save it, they are just at the beginning. They are at the beginning. They're just now realizing. But I feel like you have already been gone. And who knows? I mean, you know, the time factor, you've been gone, you've walked away. But they are at the beginning of that cycle that you were at. It's almost like illusions are being lifted. I know because Pisces is ruled by Neptune, and Neptune is over illusions. I believe that Pisces, this eclipse is going to help because it's a catalyst, because I believe Pisces is in retrograde. I believe it's still in retrograde until like mid-October. I know that there are some planets that were in retro. Mercury was in retrograde, and then, we went through the post shadow and we're out of it. But I believe that this eclipse is jumping off. You will feel a lot more better after this happens. You'll be able to start moving freely. And don't forget, we have a Virgo eclipse on the 21st of September. And that is supposed to, everything that you went through with karmic situations or people taking advantage of you, or, what no longer serves you, that brings in partnerships, relationships, that brings in that healthier type love, not toxic. See, because we don't like that. That is possibly what y'all have been going through in this energy. You just felt like you're bound. Nobody wants to be felt bound by a toxic person or a toxic situation. Like, I want to leave, but I can't leave. And for some of y'all, that other person had to leave in order for you to leave. For you to actually walk away, that person had to leave. And it's heartbreaking, because you may have given your all to a person or a situation or a job or a relationship, a partnership you may have. And you wouldn't leave, and it became to where the universe had to step in to help you, because they have better plans for you. So I will be doing the Virgo the Virgo eclipse reading on the 21st as well. But I wanted to do this reading for Pisces the eclipse, because I believe that a lot of people are affected. The collective, y'all are affected by this. And some of y'all, it could be heartbreaking to you. But I have a feeling a lot of y'all feel this already. Y'all knew this. And it's so, it feels so good to know that whenever you're going through something and it takes, some people say, well, it's my willpower. Well, I believe that whenever we look at astrology, we look at planets, we look at everything, it gives you that extra, push. And it's going to help you a whole lot better. The university, oh my gosh, the universe is helping you to push you where you need to be. And in the connections that you need to be with, or be in. So, out there you can see that we are on vacation. So, that's what I got for y'all, collective. I will see y'all possibly when I get back. I'm going to do the October readings. All right. And I'm going to include the singles in there too. Not just, a reading like this. I'm going to do singles as well. And I will be doing the September eclipse reading as well. But I won't do that until the day of. Okay. But I'll be doing October readings pretty soon. So, all right, collective. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.